idea. An idea to start a business, to see something grow, coupled with a vision to improve the lives of more people, to enhance the lives of the Filipino. This is a story about selfless motivation. The story of Sanitary Care Products Asia Incorporated. It all began with its founder, Renato Shaw, who began his career in 1971 with Andres Soriano's Paper Industries Corporation of the Philippines in Surigao del Sur, and moved on to other paper companies such as Bataan Pulp and Paper and Trust International Paper Company.
In 1996, the Philippines was a consumer-driven economy. We have become a market for overseas goods, resulting in less competitive advantage for many businesses. The owners of the paper mill I worked for then sent us on an executive course in Hawaii to determine what can be done for the paper industry. The conclusion was that we should go nearer to the consumer. The paper industry has lost much of her competitive advantage, and it is going to be best to import paper for converting to products saleable directly to consumers. Doing this provides more jobs and opportunities for our people.
Now fate has a life of its own. Renato's wife, Baby, has sensitive skin. Her skin easily gets irritated by lint on the surface of a regular toilet paper.
My wife was suffering from low-quality tissue paper. I realized that there was no toilet paper product made for sensitive skin.
If I had that problem, I'm sure there are a lot of other people with sensitive skin like me.
The leading brand, in fact, used a chemical that was banned in most countries to whiten the look of recycled paper. This became a real consumer need.
Combining his experience in the paper industry and the timing of events, Renato came up with an idea to provide higher quality tissue paper products to the local market.
Recycling is good, but for toilet paper, it results to shortened fibers that become lint. So we decided to use 100% virgin pulp, which has longer fibers that bind well and does not get picked out easily. This is good for people with sensitive skin.
It was in 1996 that SCPA was incorporated in Bagong Bayan, Taguig. Being a converter company, they brought jumbo rolls into the country and converted it into different tissue paper products.
We started out selling our products to key supermarkets, producing the tissue products for the private labels of 7-Eleven, Rustan's, and Winwide.
We continuously innovate and invest in new machines to enable us to remain globally competitive. From lamination to fully automated packaging machines, we have always strived to improve our products at no additional cost to our customers. Today, we have 7 production facilities and 16 offices nationwide. We produce locally in Cagayan de Oro, Davao, Cebu, Lipa, Mabalacat, Dagupan. And of course, here in Metro Manila.
To fulfill a strong vision, you need strong people. People who have the heart to improve the lives of others.
I came from Cebu, first time in Manila. Akong nainduman, akong gipangutana si Mr. Shio, Sir, nganong ako man imong gidawat? Di ko kabalo kayo magtagalog, puntong Bisaya pagyud. And he said, I have a good heart. Ay, salamat kayo, sir. That was the time I realized that I was going to work for someone special. I was the first salesman he hired. Back then, it was challenging to compete with multinational companies because they had very strong resources while we were just a startup. No one wanted our products. Nahinduman ako niyanin na gilabay ko tisyo sa akong atubangan. But I did not lose hope. This guided me in gaining my first 5 stores. I knew that my sales was not enough to cover my salary. But Mr. Hugh was patient enough to wait for great things to happen. Robinson's, Pure Gold, SM Supermarkets, and Shopwise soon became our clients. I really pushed hard to gain the trust of managers, VPs, and presidents of large retailers. With God's grace and Mr. Hugh's trust, I was able to achieve successes I never thought would be possible. Daghang salamat, Mr. Hugh.
After every sales meeting, Mr. Shaw armed us with knowledge to make us ready for a battle of negotiations. Our goal was to saturate and develop assigned sales territories. I am grateful for my persistence and diligence. I remember when the head buyer of Ever Supermarket was not in her office in Recto for consultation. I have from one Ever Supermarket branch to another, just looking for her. When I finally found her, she told me, "Ang tiyaga mo." I was able to convince her to tolpak Ever's private label and to eventually lead SCPA to dominate their shelves.
Ang unang nagtudlo nako sa office nga buluhaton, mao si Ma'am Baby. Siya ang nagtudlo namo nga usaon namo pag-grow sa among area. Usaon namo pag-manage sa among area. Ug siya kaning trabaho nako sa SCPA mo ang una nako gyud nga trabaho nga after ako pag-graduate. Mao pod ang pinaka the best nga panahon sa ako ang kinabuhi. Dili lang para sa ako ang career, but para pod sa ako ang pamilya.
Hindi ako nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral dahil sa kulangan ng finance. Sa edad na 19, nirefer ako ni Mr. Sio sa Impact Packing Corporation dahil kaibigan niya may-ari. Ngunit pagkatapos kong namasukan ng 7 taon, ay umalis ako dahil lipat na sa malayong lugar ang opisina nila. Pumunta ako sa bahay ng pamilya Sio at nagbakasakaling pumasok sa kumpanya nila. Malaki ang pasasalamat ko dahil bukas para daw kung tinanggap nila at pinayagan magtrabaho. Nagsimula ako noong August 2002 bilang utility handler. At hanggang ngayon, nandito pa rin ako at maraming salamat sa pamilya Sio.
I lost my job due to the Asian financial crisis in 1998. With my church connections, I met the Shaw family. They offered me a job. At first, I didn't think that I would lose. But looking back after all these years, I obviously was wrong. Mr. and Mrs. Shaw treated us like family. They gave us knowledge on personal investment and nurtured us with leadership skills. Some helpful books like 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, 12 Elements of Great Managing, and the 4 Agreements, to name a few. My learnings were not confined only to my position, and I'm very grateful for the trust they gave me. I'm so proud to be a part of the SCPA family.
My biggest challenge in our area was when we pulled out our products from our distributor. and serve the accounts directly in our area. Most of the accounts got mad at me and they rejected our deliveries as a sign of protest. Aside from that, natural calamities and competitors' aggressiveness also affected our sales and operation. With all these trials and obstacles, Mr. Sio in particular gave me his continued support, encouragement, wisdom, and prayer for me to be able to continue leading the North and Central Luzon team. I am thankful for Mr. Sio and his family's support by mentoring me to become a good leader and a better person.
SCPA invests in the holistic growth of its people. It became more than just providing employment. It was about being able to improve their employees' lives one step at a time.
Being a Christian family in this business adds a certain distinction to how we do things.
I started joining the Office Connect group facilitated by Sir Ray. Nakakatuwang isipin na may company pa pala na nagpapahalaga sa spiritual life ng kanilang empleyado. In fact, Mrs. Baby Sio declared that we should attend a 1-hour Bible study for us to have a break yung mga mata namin at mga kamay sa computer. Honestly, I admire the heart of the Sio family for reaching out to those people na who want to have a relationship with our God. Kung tutuusin, sa part ng management, yung 1-hour shutdown ng production can produce more products, but instead, they bring back all the glory and all the honor to our God.
They taught and encouraged us to save and invest for our future. We invested together in mutual funds and recently took the lead for the establishment of the SESLAI. Sowing the seed money is one of their boldest steps in setting the examples in helping their employees financially.
We've taken a family-like approach in dealing with our suppliers and trade partners. Their success is our success.
We think beyond profit margins. For example, we place production facilities in key cities around the country, not just because it is strategic. It also means that we are able to help families all over the country.
Beyond this, SCPA is also committed to do social efforts like adopting schools during Brigada Escuela and adopting forests by partnering with Haribon Foundation.
We began talking strongly about virgin fiber versus recycled pulp. More than just planting trees in the conservation areas that we have been adopting, we try to reinvigorate the forests by also ensuring there is biodiversity.
The past 20 years has not always gone smoothly. While year on year, the company has seen phenomenal growth, it has not escaped from major upheavals.
Trials came. We've had 3 major ones so far. The Asian crisis of 1997. The peso depreciated. It made our imported raw materials expensive, forcing us to recapitalize and seek loans. We were literally bankrupt and thought we would not survive. Only by God's grace that we did. The fire of 2012. Our main Taguig plant burned down. That was tough. We could not believe this misfortune could happen to us. But God had a different scenario. It was His way of telling us to modernize and rebuild. Third, Typhoon Glenda in 2014. The newly dedicated factory in Lipa was flooded. We lost a lot. And the sad thing was the insurance cover was not sufficient. But God is good. Because of His grace and mercy, we are still here.
From house brands, SCPA ventured into developing their own labels to expand distribution. This is partnered with a belief that every Filipino should have access to quality products.
Today, we are proud quality makers of Sanitary, Tissue, Femme, Cheers, Natural, and Jade. We have expanded beyond the paper products to adjacent categories that focus on personal hygiene. We constantly survey global market trends and continue with our commitment to bringing quality products to the Filipino people.
We are committed to helping the Filipino families stay healthy and happy, providing them with hygienic products.
This is a story that started with one man's vision. Today, it is a reality that is carried by more people.
A continuing story of commitment,
of selfless motivation
to care for others,
just like how they were cared for.